Hello friends, welcome back. Welcome back to TimeLeaf web series, and in this video we'll talk about TimeLeaf URL, like how to work with the URLs in TimeLeaf. Okay, before we go into the video and talk about the real processing or you can say code, I would like to explain something here before we move forward. So let me just open my notepad here. Now, if we talk about URLs, right? So there are two types of the URL. Let me just make it big so you guys can see. So whenever we talk about URL, so there are two types of the URL. One is we have something called absolute URL. Absolute URL. When you say absolute URL, it means the URL itself is good enough. You can make use of this URL wherever you want. For example, I have google.com. So this is an absolute URL. I can copy this URL and then I can use it wherever I want. Right? Complete path. And then we have something called context-based URL. Context-based URL. So, and these URLs comes into picture when you are working within the application. So this comes into picture when you need to navigate within the application. So if you guys are very new and if you do not have any idea about the context root, watch this video in which we have discussed about context root. What is context root? How do we define a context root and what is the purpose of context root and how it comes into picture? Those things you can cover in this video. Remember yesterday we defined context root for my application, something called login/app. So this was the context root of one of my login application, or it can be anything, right? Now say for example in your login application you have pages called login.xhtml, you have something called logout.xhtml, and you may also have something called profile.xhtml, right? Now if you have to define the navigation in your application, within the application, right, you write something called login.xhtml or you use /profile.xhtml or /logout.xhtml. So what is the slash? So where is your URL? So your URL, how it works is like this slash means your server will add context root of your application before this URL, before this slash, before your page, and rest will take care. So for example, let me just give you an example here. So for example, my server is something called as //. For example, I'm using localhost, so I'll keep as localhost, right? And then here you have your navigation. You have to define that. Let me go to the login page, but then you will write slash. So if you use login.xhtml, this particular slash will be replaced with your context of your application. If there is no context root, it will be slash only. If there is a context root, for example, we have login app, right? So that will be here in your URL, login app / login.xhtml. Let me just get small. So now you see this is your URL path of your application, of your login page. Now if you have to create it for your profile, it will be something like this, profile.xhtml, right? But when you work in an application, you do not use the complete path for the navigation. What you do, you simply remove your server, your context root. So this is my context root, your server and everything, and you just simply use slash and then your view name, right? And similarly for your logout page, you use logout.xhtml, right? So these URLs are context-based URLs. Here is my STS. You guys can see here. What I will do is, first of all, I'll simply go and start this application. If you guys remember, yesterday we created this application called TimeLeaf. I'm simply going to start this application. I'll run a Spring Boot application. Let my application come up. So if you see it, this application has been started on port number 8080 here. What I will do is I'll just go to the browser and I'll type here localhost. And if you guys remember, yesterday we added a context root for this application called TimeLeaf. So you see, here is our application. So our application is up and running. Now the next thing, we'll first work on the absolute URL. So let's go here and I'm just going to make some change here. So the TimeLeaf tag is th:/h and here I'm gonna put the absolute URL inside this one. So my absolute URL is https://www.google.com, right? Let me just save this one. So your external URL, your absolute path can be anything. You just need to follow the same structure. You have to use the tag something called th:/h and then @ and then your absolute path, your entire URL inside the bracket. Let me just restart the application so that we can see it's working. Okay, I will just simply go and refresh the application. Now you see, I'm just going to click on about. You see, so we have came to the external pages google.com, right? But now the problem is because I forgot to mention target here. So we have to mention the target, else it will override. Else, if you see here, our application has been gone out of, we have like this google.com is on top of our home page of the application. So whenever you are working on the external pages, you always use target so that you know where you want your external skin to be displayed. So when I use target underscore new, it means it will open a new tab. Let me just rerun this application. Okay, I'll go to localhost/thymeleaf, enter. I'm going to hit the about button now, about link again. You see, now my application is here and the new page which was like external to my application has been opened in a new tab. Why? Because this time I have used target equals to underscore new, this property here. I want to have services within my application, okay, or I'll call it as a profile, right? Now what we will do is first we'll go and create a new HTML page, other HTML5 next, and this time I'll call it as profile dot HTML. If you see here, let me just put title here as profile, and here we'll work on okay h1 tag, and I'll write here, hey, I am profile page, you are within the application, okay, something like that. Now what I will do is, let me just go and make some change in the controller. So I'll write here something public string, I'll write here load profile page, and okay, return, I'll simply give the view name which is profile, okay, and I'll write here request mapping, and inside path I'll put as like /profile. If you see profile, then you come to this path, comma, method, I'll call as get request post dot request method dot get. So what I'm doing is out, I'll write simple sysout here, loading profile page. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, if I see /profile in my URL, you just should be navigated to the profile page, the new one, which is here. Okay, and let me see what do we have in this style h1. Okay, if I go to the profile page, we also need to include the CSS. So as you guys know, th colon and write link th colon relation equals to styles it, that what we have learned, right? th colon h reference equals to, I'll define the CSS path which is like inside CSS folder, or CSS, sorry, /CSS slash thing style dot style dot CSS, sorry, think, and then just close. I'll write simple close here, right? Okay, we just need the style sheet. Okay, let me just go back here, index dot. Okay, so here we need to write the navigation rule. So th colon h reference equals to, I'll write here at the red // profile. Okay, so on click of this link profile, you just should navigate to the profile page here. Okay, So let me just restart the application and then let's see how it goes. Okay, so it started on port number 8080. Now I'll just go to the browser I have here. Let me just open here the application here, localhost / Thymeleaf. Now, so you guys can see that now we have a link called profile here. Now if we click on this one, let me just click. So you see here is our profile page and you are within the application, right? So this is the context root because you are not putting anything. If you see the code here, right, we just simply mention /profile, nothing else in the URL, /profile. Rest of the things will be taken care by the framework itself. Now if you see the URL right here, it says your localhost /Thymeleaf. So Thymeleaf is your context path, context root of this application. If you go and see the application or properties file, you will find here, right? So these things are will be basically taken care by the framework itself or by the server itself actually. Okay, so now if I have to summarize what we have learned in this video is, or what we have covered throughout the video. Now we know how to work with the absolute URLs, like when we have the absolute URL, the complete path. Let me open my notepad first one more time here. So now we know how to work with the absolute URLs, right? And now we also know how to work with the context URLs. So basically context URLs are taken care by your server itself. Now if you guys remember, as I showed just now, that our new URL was https://localhost:/profile.html, but in .html, but in the code we just mentioned /profile.html, nothing else. So my context root of my application and the server, rest of the things are taken care by the server itself, right? So that's for this video guys, and if you are really interested in to learn more about Thymeleaf, please do subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching and bye for now.